Okay, so I've been using my smudging tool a little bit, and I don't know if you can see it very well. Maybe if I move this closer. Like there's literally like lines in here, and like they're not, I guess they're not just terribly noticeable, but I don't like it. Like you see how there's like a line right there and like an obvious line right there. Like it looks like we traced something and then smudged in pencil, and I don't want it to look like that's what I did. So I'm gonna be very gentle, and I'm going to erase the lines that bother me. Honestly, you could even try to get rid of the lines along the edge of your ice cream cone too, because really, like if you think about it, you don't have a lined border around yourself right now, right? That would look weird. So we don't really want like a lined border around our ice cream because that's weird. So I'll have to go back in and like fill in some pigment, and that's okay. And that even like with your blending stump, this thing, as you are working, you're gonna pull color off. Like it'll actually kind of lighten stuff at times, and you'll just have to go back in and reapply more pigment. Okay, so not perfect, could take a little bit more of my time, but not bad. So I want to kind of gray my ice cream cone up a little bit, and I'm not pressing hard, and I'm gently just kind of doing some circle stuff, because we think of things as like stark white, and it's really not. It's like it is kind of gray, and I'll show you with a value scale. Trying to get rid of those pencil lines. Okay, well, we're getting there though. We're making progress. Progress as promised. Okay, so you can see in here it feels lighter. So we're going to go back in and gently build in more tones, because the thing is you want to have like light, medium, and dark. Like when you don't have really rich shadows, your stuff is just kind of like in midtones, it can be very boring. We don't want to be boring. So like on my cone, I'm looking, or like the top of the ice cream, there's sections in the shadow. Like it's not this perfect bar that's all solid one color. Like there's sections in here that I kind of tried to point out earlier, where it's like where this folds over, the light is blocking. So like in here is darker. And I'm still just using the number 2 pencil. If I wanted to get even darker values, I could switch to a 3B or a 4B. And some of you guys have like large pencil kits that go up to like maybe a 10B or something. But like a 4B can get really nice, rich tones that are very pretty. Well, I feel like it's getting there. Maybe we need some more dark stuff in here. I'm going to switch. I'm going to try this really dark pencil and just kind of see what happens. This is the ebony pencil. These are so nice. Okay, I'm starting to really see it take shape now in this area because of building the dark shadows. I'm feeling that. I think that's looking pretty good. Okay, then I'm going to try to get rid of my pencil lines with my blending stump. You know, and I can always go back if I removed too much pigment in here. I think that looks pretty cool. So what you can do is go back, and next we'll work on the the cone, but you can kind of crisp up the edge a little bit. Go back and erase. Just barely, just get a nice, really clean edge where we smudged, we made it kind of cloudy. Oh yeah, that makes a difference. Okay, let's do this side. Unfortunately, I had pressed down really hard right there, so it's really hard to get rid of that line. So I might be able to salvage that with the background. And then what we can do is pull a little bit of color off in just a few places, because right now it's like we have really nice midtones and we have pretty nice shadow. Now, could I have gone darker? Yes, but this is like kind of a light ice cream, like probably vanilla. So I didn't want it to be just, too overwhelming. I just want to be very specific. So I did this very small, thin line there. Maybe remove just a hair right here and maybe above this shadow. Sometimes near a shadow, it's nice to juxtapose a highlight. But we'll talk about that when we make a sphere. Yeah, that looks good. I like it. I'm a fan. Yeah. Okay. Next part is the cone.